University of Miami. So you know that now, and now we're going to push boundaries together through MSA and through your own spaces. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But without further ado, we're going to move on to the other part now, where we're going to give our student org leaders a chance to just share their orgs with you. They're here today to support you and to talk about your orgs. This is also being recorded. So as our student org leaders share out what they're doing, this is going to get posted for others who could not make it. So it'll have a broader reach too. But Ms. Robinson, you have the list, you have the order, who goes and when, and I'm gonna turn it over to you.
All right. As you can see, we really love what we do. So if you ever doubted us, we love this. Okay, so first we're gonna have AASA. If you're here, all righty. And you should be able to share the screen. You have the floor if you need to share the screen.
Awesome. Let me see. A second to share the screen. That's not what I meant to do. All right, there we go. Can everyone see that? Awesome. Okay, so the Asian American Student Association, or ASA, we promote, cultural awareness of Asian culture, and we try to strengthen, Asian American identity through educational and social events. Our goal is to really build unity and strengthen communication among both Asian American students, and also like any students at all, anyone who's interested in Asian culture. We actually have a lot of non-Asian members, and so we're pretty welcoming. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at AASAUM. If you want any more information, we post everything up there, and also message us there. So we plan a lot of cultural events. You might remember last year, if you were here, Lunar New Year. Hopefully we can do something this year, but I think we had about 700 people attend. It was free food, performances, dances. It was a lot of fun. I actually was honored to be able to MC that. And so we have socials as well, to kind of build a community. So we do things like boba runs, go to Asian restaurants, a lot of fun stuff like that. We are a part of a larger network called ICASU, which is the East Coast Asian American Student Union. And so there's a conference every year. This year it should be in New Jersey. Last year it was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I believe the year before that it was in Orlando. That was a really cool opportunity I got to go on, and shout out to SAFEC for funding that too. And we actually have a freshman liaison position, which is like a mentorship program that would, freshmen would apply to. We prep them, and they get to explore all the different routes and things they can do through ASA. We also have a lot of educational opportunities, and so we're trying to work with the ASU and UBS this year. We also did stuff through volunteer opportunities. We have a date auction every year. So I think this year we raised about $1,500 for Feeding America for the Florida chapter. And we also donated $1,000 from our raised money to Dream Defenders for the Black Lives Matter movement. We've done beach days before. There's also professional networking opportunities within the greater ICASU, and there's a Florida Asian American Student Association Asian American Student Association. I always trip up on that. And we also have an opportunity with the census that we've partnered with. It's a paid opportunity. Basically, it's encouraging people to fill out the census, a great noble cause, and it's all remote too. So if you're interested in that, please let us know. Yeah, but that's mostly it. If you have any questions, make sure to follow us on Instagram at AAUM and message us there. Stop casting.
All right, thank you so much, Zach. Okay, and then if you can stop sharing your screen, I will pass it to Planet Creole.
Hi everyone, let me just share my screen real quick. So because this is a PDF, I can't really open it in the slides version, so just bear with me. Well, so first, bienvenue à Planet Creole, which in Creole means welcome to Planet Creole. Planet Creole is the Haitian student organization at the University of Miami. And what we do is promote cultural awareness while service the community and preserve the ancestry of Haiti. And we do that through different events where we highlight different portions of Haitian culture, such as music, food, dancing. Another big part of Haitian culture is church, and different events like that. So on this slide, it just means what does it mean to be Haitian, and we're a cultural organization that, although we service majority Haitian students, we are also open to different people and different members of different cultures, because I guess like the basis of our whole premise is that we just like to share our culture, and for anybody who's interested, whether you have Haitian blood in you or not. So our major annual events would be the Earthquake Remembrance Ceremony, the Mr. and Miss Planet Creole pageant, and Haitian Cultural Week. In addition to that, we also have Haitian Spirit Week, which will be hopefully happening this fall. So be on the lookout for that. But for Earthquake Remembrance Ceremony, we basically come together in a more intimate and personal space with all of our members and with anybody who's interested. Oftentimes that includes faculty at the University of Miami, whether they're Haitian or not, who have knowledge of the huge earthquake that impacted Haiti those many years ago and took so many lives. So we always come together every year and we try to like commemorate the lives who were lost. Next to that picture, you can see our 2018-2019 Mr. and Miss Planet Creole. Basically, we host a pageant where students are able to run and able to fill this position where they're basically like a representative of the organization. And usually like they come out to events with us. Sometimes you'll see them on the executive board, like they're super involved in our organization. And the last picture is just a picture from one of the days that we did for Haitian Culture Week. This day was the Taste of Haiti, where we served Haitian food in the dining hall. But other events during Haitian Culture Week also include, like, we have a guest speaker, somebody who's like really prominent in the Haitian community. This year we're looking to do a comedy show, so be on the lookout for that. And then in addition to that, we also have Haitian Spirit Week, which we're hoping to do like a mini church service, a trip to the Haitian heritage, and a few more things that, like, if you follow us, you'll be able to see that. So I encourage you all to follow our social media accounts. Our Instagram is like the most active. That's where we post a lot of our things, such as general body meetings. Our Zoom information will be posted up. And that way you'll be able to get updated on everything Planet Creole. But feel free to also follow our Twitter and our Facebook. And also be sure that you join us on Engage. That way you're getting all of our emails and you're staying updated on any like volunteering opportunities, general body meetings, special events. That way you're able to join. And then lastly, if you guys want, you can pull out your phone and join our Haitian Canes GroupMe using this QR code. And also in there, that's just like a more intimate space for our members that we can share different things. Some people in that group chat like to share stuff, and then we have like a mini discussion about it. So if you're looking for like just some good vibes, I encourage you to join. But that's all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm sorry for the little miniature version of that, but feel free to reach out to me. I can, like, if you want, you can message me directly and I can give you some more information and help you get added into our Engage and all of that. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Laura.
You're
All right,
welcome.
we have Alas. Do we have anyone from Alas here? Nope, nope, nope. Okay. After Alas, we have Yellow Rose.
Did you tell them?
No.
You should have told them I ran to the bathroom. Okay.
She ran to the bathroom, but she'll be back in like 2 seconds.
Okay, wait, pass me my paper towel.
You want.
Sorry about that.
Okay. So hi guys, my name is Isabel.
Oh, and my name is Kaylee.
And we are the co-presidents of Yellow Rose Society. So Yellow Rose was founded in 2000 with the goal of creating a community for minority women, both on and off campus. So the events we host promote both sisterhood, leadership, and community involvement. The yellow rose is a symbol of friendship, and the yellow spells out young, educated, lovely ladies of worth.
So we typically host about 2 events each month, one focused on creating community here on campus, and the other one is a community service event. So some of our signature events include paint and sip, healed choreography classes led by fellow students, Girl Code Guy Code events in which we partner with the Mill Org and have a discussion based on topics submitted by students. We have the Black Business Boutique in which students here on campus who have a business can showcase to their fellow peers, and students on campus can, get access to new businesses that they weren't aware of. And we also do weekend brunches. This semester, we'll be starting a business shout out on our Instagram page. So if you or someone you know has a business and wants it to be promoted, we'll be posting on our Instagram shortly about that.
So our next event is the Paint and Sip event. It's going to be on September 18th on the Foot Green at 6 o'clock to 8 p.m. So drinks and supplies will be provided. There is going to be a limited amount of space, so we do advise you, if you plan on coming, to RSVP. We send out an email of all the details about that later on, but dues pay members do get priority.
So we do have an open position here on our e-board for a freshman liaison. So if you're a freshman who's interested in getting some experience, you'll be involved in our e-board meetings as well as planning events. You'll be the representative for the freshman class and responsible for freshman outreach. And you'll also get experience submitting the Butler monthly reports for service. So this application is currently live on Engage, and it'll stay open until September 11th at 11:59 p.m.
So if you guys want to follow us on Instagram at YOSCanes and follow us on or join us on Engage as well, you get all the latest information about our upcoming events and everything we're going to do this semester. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Yellow Rose. I'm going to circle back to Alas to present next. Michelle, were you still going to do Alas? If you could hear me.
Yeah, but I told you for last. I don't want
for last.
to. Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, no problem. Sorry about that. All right, UBS.
All right, hey guys, my name is Jayla Williams. I actually was not expecting to represent UBS today, but it's fine because I'm the first vice president. So I have our flyer, so I'll share our screen really quickly. Give me just a second. Okay, can everyone see this fine? Okay, so my name is Jayla Williams. I'm the first vice president of UBS. Every year, our signature events, of course, we celebrate Black Awareness Month, which happens in February, and then we have our Martin Luther King Remembrance Week. So applications for our Black Awareness Month committee are actually going to be live next week. And then we also have our freshman liaison applications that are opening up next week as well on the same day. So I definitely encourage you guys to be involved, participate if you're interested. And even if, don't necessarily represent yourself as a Black student, you're more than welcome to stop by and see our plans for the fall. One thing that we have this upcoming semester and just for the school year in general is our Black People Lead series, where we're going to have a number of panelists and speakers throughout the school year. And then we're also having our Black Senate Roundtable next week as well. And I definitely encourage you guys to come out on Thursday at 7 p.m. for our GBM, just to meet some of our guest speakers and the rest of our executive board and see some of the events that we have planned for this semester. So definitely stop by.
All right, thank you so much, Jayla. And FSA, you're next.
Now I'm not on mute. Can you guys see this? Perfect. Let's present. All right, I'll just let that play in the beginning. All right, so introductions. Hi guys, my name is Emily Villaverde. I am the president for Filipino Student Association, UMFSA. And I'm just gonna talk to you a little bit about this org. So our mission statement is primarily to promote Filipino culture and Filipino American culture to the University of Miami community and the greater Miami area. So we try and just push cultural diversity and Filipino representation through different events, through food events, dance, you name it, we probably host it. And another cool thing that we host is if you look at the sticker that says find, that is the Filipino Intercollegiate Networking Dialogue. That's the national chapter of Filipino associations that runs along the East Coast. I have the greatest privilege to serve as this year's national director for the 9th District, which is all the schools in Florida. And it's just a really great opportunity for our students in all the schools in Florida and just across the East Coast to connect and network with one another through different events and just different fundraising and philanthropy ideas. So yeah, that's, if you can see from this slideshow, these are just a couple pictures from our past events, and then the video is actually from International Week. But I'm actually gonna pass it on to my fundraising chair. He's here.
Hello, thank you, Em. Hello, my friends. My name is Mikhail. I am a senior, and I am the fundraising chair for Filipino Student Association. I'm here just to talk about a bit of the events that we've had in the past and what we're planning to do this semester as well. And so fall semester for us is quite big. We actually have, in October, we have the Filipino American Heritage Month coming up in October. And so that's when we do a majority of our events. And you'll see here on your screen a few of the things that we do. So for example, you know, food is quite big in our culture, and so we host these salu-salos, or essentially a fellowship where everyone gets to eat together. Because of COVID, it's going to look completely different, but we're working on it. We also have stuff like Boodle Fight, which is another sort of variation on just like eating together as a community. But again, we're working towards, you know, providing alternatives for the because of the pandemic and all. We also have dance workshops as well. If you haven't seen it us already in the past, but you'll see us again. We will be hosting line dance workshops where we just, you know, get to dance very easy dances together and have fun. We also we also do a bit of we also give back to the community through our charity fundraisers. So in past years, only a couple months ago, when the Mount Taal in the Philippines erupted, the FSA did initiate a Balikbayan box program where we're essentially donating canned goods, clothes, and bringing them all back to the Philippines, as well as raising funds for them as well. And another thing that you guys should be looking forward to are our upcoming collaborations with other organizations through MSA this semester and the spring semester. Last year, we were able to have a really successful general body meeting in conjunction with Planet Creole. It was an amazing event, and we hope to replicate that again this semester. And so with that, I will bring it back to my lovely president.
All right, so really quick, if you want to connect with FSA, definitely join us on Engage. All you have to do is just put in the search engine. If you put FIL, usually Filipino Student Association is like the first one that comes up. Definitely follow us on Instagram at UMFSA, and check us out on Facebook. Those two platforms are pretty much the best ways to get a hold of all of our events and stay updated with our org. And if you're interested in joining our mailing list, you can actually message me or Mikhail privately in this Zoom call and send us your miami.edu emails, and we'll add you to our mailing list. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much, FSA. Next, we're gonna have Bond.
Hey everybody, I'm Kai Anderson. I'm the president of Bond. Give me 1 second. Let me share my screen real quick. Desktop one. That's a good assistant preferences. Oh man, sorry. It's a brand new computer. I thought I'd done this before. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me know when y'all can see my screen. I thought I've been through this process already. Share screen. Share. Oh my god. Let me know when y'all can see it. Can y'all see my screen yet? No? Oh my god. I don't understand what's not doing it. You know what? I'm just gonna talk. I'll worry about it later. Honestly, it's not too much information on there anyway. Anyway, like I said, my name is Kai Anderson. I am the president of Bond. Just a click. This is actually my first year as president. And super excited to, innovate this year and see what we can offer the student body. Essentially, Bond stands for Brothers Overcoming Negativity and Destruction. And we have an official statement. I like to view Bond as pretty much the premier organization for Black men and minority men on campus, and really just trying to be an outreach organization, a place for people of our race and our culture to just kind of gather and honestly be ourselves, to connect with each other. I feel like there are a lot of times where people are really separate on campus. The different majors or different pathways that people take, and it's just one thing that we just want to have to unite people, and that's really our main goal. In normal times, we might do this through events like our beanbag brawl or our open forums and discussions on just various topics. I know, like last year we had collaborations with I think Good and Yellow Rose on things like girl code versus guy code, or just our general body meetings. And speaking of general body meetings, we actually have one coming up in about an hour, 45 minutes. We have a meeting at 7:30 for our first general body meeting. I'd love it if you all joined. It'd be much easier if I could share my screen and show you the Zoom link, but it's all good. It's the best way to reach out to us is over Instagram. Our Instagram is UMiamiBond. All lowercase, no dots or anything. And I believe that's also our Twitter name. We follow back, so please connect with us on Instagram, because that's really how we get our word out. Also, please feel free to follow us on Engage. Just search up BOND, normally works, or if you say brothers, it'll come up. And I think one thing I just want people to be aware of is our upcoming mentorship program. We're doing a mentorship program where essentially we're connecting Black men who've been on campus for a year or a few years to people who are incoming, because we understand that it's not really a fair playing field that you guys were granted if you're a freshman here at the U. And I've run to a few freshmen throughout my a few weeks here this year, and they were just kind of expressing how they don't really feel connected to the rest of UM. So we're really trying to bridge that gap and trying to do some good there. And we have a lot of other initiatives. I'm not going to spoil too much, but like I said, please tune in at 7:30 tonight. And I'll definitely would love to see y'all there, and we'd get a little bit more detail about that. So I apologize for my lack of technological expertise, but but yeah, I appreciate you all letting me present for a little bit and just talk off the dome. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Kai. And if you want to take, you could drop the Zoom link in the chat box if you wanted it, so people can have it, just to be there. All right. Next we have NCNW.
All right, guys, so I'm back again. I'm gonna share my screen one more time. Give me just a second. Okay, so my name is Jayla Williams again. I'm the founding president of NCNW on campus. So it's gonna be our first year, and we're having our first GBM ever this Wednesday at 8 p.m. The meeting ID is on the flyer. But basically NCNW's mission is to lead, empower, and advocate for women of African descent, their families and their communities. So because we are focused on Black women, but we also, we recognize that people are part of our communities and people of color in general are marginalized. So we're definitely trying to bridge that gap. So this year we're having this semester at least, we're having a Don't Touch My Hair event. We're having a colorism panel September 16th, where we're going to be collabing with ASU, CSA, and the Indian Students Association, and just addressing the disparities of colorism and how that affects our communities. And then we're also going to have an Immigration Nation event where we address ICE and how it's changed. And we're going to discuss the impact that it's had on the Black and Latinx community as well. So those are just some events to look forward to. If you come out to our meeting on Wednesday, you can find out a little bit more. I don't want to spoil too much, but yeah, we'd love to have you. Oh, and also, sorry, I forgot to mention, for UBS, our Instagram is UMiamiUBS, and for NCNW, our Instagram is UMiamiNCNW. So feel free to follow us, and you can keep up with us in all of our events that we're gonna have.
Thank you so much, Jayla. And NCNW is one of our newest people to add to MSA Crew. And MSA Crew is basically what we call all of our student organizations, and they just joined us. And we're so excited to see what you all are gonna do this year. All right, next we have CSA, Caribbean Student Association.
I don't think they're here, but I don't mind speaking on their behalf.
Okay.
Yeah, CSA was definitely like my home when I came here. Yeah, the 3 times the charm, right? But CSA was definitely my home when I came here. I'm of Jamaican descent, and I very quickly migrated to UBS and CSA. So definitely, if you have the chance, their first GBM is tonight at 6:30. Their Instagram is UMiamiCSA, so I don't know their meeting ID off the dome. So I'm sorry about that, but some of their signature events are Carib Week. They also have their CSA pageant, which they actually won the best student event last year for our pageant. So it's definitely really good. Stop by if you get the chance. And we definitely do collab with Haitian students organization like Planet Creole, sorry. And we just try to, make sure that we have representation of all the Caribbean islands, because the Caribbean island, there's a lot of islands there and there's a lot of diversity there as well. So definitely stop by if you have the chance.
And Superpower or Superwoman Jayla taking over once again. We love it. We love it. Glad to see you're involved. All right, thank you. Next, we're gonna have Black Female Development Circle.
Hey guys, I have a presentation. Am I able to share my screen? Okay, perfect. Let's see, I think this is it. Okay. Hey guys, so I am the founding vice president of VFDC. Well, technically not founding, it was on campus, but it was gone for so long. We basically refounded it. So up here we have our Instagram and our Twitter. It's VFDC_UMiami. Our purpose is to educate, explore, enhance, and celebrate womanhood. So essentially, this is our e-board. The rest of the e-board's not here. But essentially, what we are here to do is just kind of provide a support system for women. So when VFDC was founded, it was basically meant to be like a mental support system for women of color, or just, women who could relate to certain experiences, such as, a lot of things that are going on in the climate right now, like racism, sexism, stuff like that. So yes, we have like Black Female Development Circle as our name, but it's basically just a place where women can talk about their shared experiences. Sorry, this is like our GBM PowerPoint. So there is a lot of information here. And for anybody who wasn't at our GBM or is looking to get involved, this is something we can send. It has a lot of useful information about our organization, such as why our name is our name, some things that are important to us, such as like the word circle is very important to the organization, because even though I just said I'm vice president, that's technically wrong. I'm technically associate director, because our organization doesn't want to be bound by titles. So we don't want to feel like just because we're E-word, we're like higher than anybody else. A circle is a place where everybody can come together and feel essentially the same. And so that's really what we want, like we are about, like no power, no anything. We just want people to be able to talk, be free. And so here we have our calendar of events that we have planned for the upcoming semester. So we want to have like a wide range of events, like talking about coping with COVID. We want to partner with COPE for that. Some of the dates are a little bit off just because we're doing partnerships and we're still figuring them out. But if you follow us, like I showed you in the first slide, we'll have a better finalized schedule. But we're going to talk about coping with COVID in terms of how, you know, as a minority and as a woman, how does that work? We're going to talk about the Black Lives Matter movement and how that extends to women, toxic masculinity, which is when we hope to partner with Unity, which is also a part of MSA, Women in Power, which is going to be part of a series we're going to have, just kind of have October be kind of like a little mini Women's History Month or Women's Empowerment Month, really. So we're going to talk about detangling tough topics, which is also going to be a partnership that I believe will be with Hairology and NCNW. And then also We Are Powerful Women, which is going to kind of be the final part of our Women's Month series. Let's see, November, we're going to have What It Means to Be a Woman, which that one is going to be partnered with Spectrum just to kind of talk about what does it mean to be a woman in today's society, like as like transgender women, people who just identify as female, you know, use those pronouns but haven't transitioned, like what does it just mean to be a woman? Like, is it what society tells us, what we feel, and all of that? And then finally, we have our 2 events, which are part of our national events that will happen yearly, which is Yes, I Am All That, which is just all about women's empowerment. And finally, Tribute to Black Man, because even though our org says it's, you know, for women, we still want to empower men because they also have a right to be empowered, and we just want to show love and support to them because, you know, there are those who show love and support to us. And that is also, please follow us at BFDC_UM, and we will keep you guys updated on meeting dates and all of that.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. All right, next we're going to circle back to Alas. Michelle, are you ready? Is he there? Going once. Oh, okay. Well, I guess not. So that is everyone. So I'm going to pass it to Mr. Clark for our wrap up.
Thank you. And again, MSA crew, for those of you that are getting familiar with terminology, that's again our 30 plus organizations that we advise. This is a handful of them, but there's some others that we'll make sure you get connected to as well. And this will be recorded and we'll share with you. Thank you for coming out. Again, they do really good work. These are some really dynamic leaders. And as you can see, even from Jayla, like she's not just singularly focused. She's connected to a number of different orgs as are many of the other leaders here. So if you haven't connected with them, connect with them, but connect with us as well so we can get you into the spaces that you want to be in. In closing, I have two tasks and 2 challenges for you. The first one is, Ms. Robinson shared the link to our calendar of events. You literally can go to that page and register for an event. So I encourage you to register for anything on that list that you think is for you. The second one I encourage you to do is to go to our email signatures and schedule an appointment with us. I think that's the thing. Like, we have to maintain community, whether you're virtual, whether you're here. How can we maintain community? So I'm challenging everyone on here to schedule a 30-minute check-in with us throughout the semester so we can hear where you are, hear your thoughts, and find ways to better support you. But thank you for coming tonight. This is all we have. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to us, and welcome to the U, and thank you for the work you're doing outside of the classroom. So have a great night, everyone.
I put the link to one-on-one meetings with us in the chat as well. So if you can take both of those if you need them.
I'll give you a second before I end the meeting so you can click on it if you need to, but Thank you.
Thank you.
Again, enjoy being here, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Thank